100 gold for some amber. I think if I go and sell this, I'm going to get more than 100 gold. 124. So that was a positive. France wouldn't give it to me though, so maybe the other tile isn't worth it. Okay, good to know. I could just go settle over here, well over to my left, and go and claim the iron. I might have to do that, you know. But just wild send it over in the other direction. It's pretty much the only way we can guarantee we get a source of strategic in this map, unless I meet Rome or Spain, unless they've, you know, absolutely inundated with the stuff. Anyway, time for a religion. Positive, happy news now. We'll pop that religion down next turn. Maybe barbarians are the answer to this. Man-at-arms 382. Maybe barbarians are the key to this. If I can get myself some generals, I could send a man-at-arms through. Use crusade in that way. It's not a bad idea. All right, there's lots of competing ideas, but we've got plans. They may be terrible plans, but there are plans bobbling away in Ursa's brain right now. There's a lot of fun things here. Monasticism, though, is one of the more fun ones. There's a little bit of culture, but we gain a ton of science per turn, and that's before we even put down the campus. And here is the religion. There's a red, there's a yellow, there's a green. We'll put down a blue religion just to make things nice and even. What is left to us? Work ethic is an option. Oh, that's always a strong option when you're playing Poland because of the amount of production that we could push through. Religious community would help me to afford a decent army, and it would absolutely stack with my unique buildings and trade routes later into the game. Reliquaries as well would very much push on Poland's ability to get relics going. So it's like a little bit of advantage now compared to medium advantage in the middle of the game or very large advantage in the end of the game. I think I'm going work ethic for my capital. I think that would be too good. And then we have to go for crusade and hope that the one true COD can save us here. It's the only thing that can. The wood is continuing to burn, but it has put itself out a little bit now. Let's go and see if Hungary are sending other troops towards me. And here is a cool thing. Now, do I wait for Vatican? They currently have 240's worth of warriors, but they're just warriors. I could wait and see if Vatican upgrade them to swordsmen. That wouldn't be a bad idea. They would upgrade the units for me. I'm going to wait on the levy. I'm actually going to wait on the levy. Yeah, okay. Let's finish that off, and then we need to get to political philosophy as soon as we can. The production in Krakow is a lot higher than it was a few seconds ago. Amazing. Try and get the monument through. I'm going to save up for a man-at-arms. That's what I'm going to do. I need to actually get myself at least one iron in order to actually heal the unit, but it's too powerful to say no to. 3 era score for an amazing campus that then has my Dark Age policy card in, giving me 20 science per turn. Amazing. Actually, no, the monument is really good, but we're going to get the settler. I'm going to chop it out and send it over to this source of iron. It's so far away, but it's like the only thing that I can think of that would work for me in that particular situation. Barbs are still coming for me. Like, I have an invasion to plan here, okay? I'm busy. There's a Hungarian horseman. That would be why they have a little bit of strength now. Vatican are just charging at Buda. You're not going to get very far. I just feel like it's a little bit suicidal what you're doing there, but never mind. I guess it makes the levy cheaper, doesn't it? 20 horses from Hungary. Make a single unit with that, but I don't know if that's particularly useful. Oh, the barbs really are swarming again. Please don't feel like you have to, barbs. You can leave me alone if you want. It is an option for you. Oh, wow. Look at the production on all these forest tiles now they've grown back. That's cool. Spending a little bit of gold there, but I'm going to make an encampment and start getting some general points as fast as possible. And this governor, Pingala, into my capital. Thank you very much. And as for settler, this is going to be quite the long voyage, but off you go. Best of luck. Bologna, political philosophy boosted. Rome is just behind. I've got the other scout on the way to try and find Spain. That'll give us a good chunk of era score. As I say, heroic age absolutely necessary for me right now. France has just declared war on Brussels. No, respect Belgium, France. They don't want to be French. They want to be Belgish, which is definitely a word. Venice, Bologna. I literally cannot get through to go and meet Rome if I wanted. They are forming just the perfect block. Because the Vatican has had all of its units killed. I'm hoping they'll spawn a couple of man-at-arms. If they can do that, I'll feel really good about waiting. If they don't, I will feel very bad about waiting. The reason I don't want to make peace with Hungary is as soon as I do, they're going to try and remove my religion. I can just see it now. Just holding off as long as we can. Or we can now build strategics. We can buy them. Interesting. Right, I'm just going to buy a single horse and iron just so that I can heal units if I bought them from barbs. Amazing. It does give us more options. The horse is being charged at my units. Okay, don't mind that. I don't mind that. If Hungary just moves its troops out of its own defensive formation direction and sends them towards me. Should be able to attack them a lot easier. Oh, you know, I realized something I could have done. Could have culture bombed with the encampment into Hungarian lands and changed their religion that way to put crusade on them. That would have been sensible. That would have been very sensible. Yeah, I could have put the encampment there. I forget about the encampment culture bomb. I get so fixated by the fort culture bomb. So you forget. Never mind. Right. I unlocked catapults. Catapults are a quite useful source of strength against cities. And maybe, you know what? Maybe going for the swordsmen and horsemen isn't too bad an idea, you know, because I do have options now. Now that France has strategics and they're willing to sell them. Oh, Bologna's being killed. Caesar doesn't like them. Rome picking on small Italian city-states? I don't know about that. Okay, here is the Hungarian horseman. My visibility right here is pretty atrocious because of all of the woods. So let's thought if I were doing a little bit of damage, maybe they'll hit this archer, but maybe they'll run off. I don't know. Yep, they're just going to attack into the archer. Fine. That's okay. Can move there, move to there, lure them in. Come on, attack another unit. Come closer. Spain. Hello, wanted to meet you. Only Rome to go now. So I'm just going to stick around Bologna. If this falls, I'll just meet Rome that way. Hey, there we go. They did move the horsemen forward. 1 attack, 2 attack, the wall attack, and the archer attack. The barbs are still being problematic, and they're going to kill this amber, I can just tell. Managed to sell a little bit of diplo favor, though, and I can now get myself the man-at-arms. Spawns kind of on the wrong side of my empire, but this is by far the most powerful unit I have. Horsemen ran off. The barbs, they barbed. They barbed everywhere. It was highly annoying. Now I'm going to have to fix that. Never mind. Military training boosted because we now have an encampment that has gained all of this land. And that's useful because I can now push my warriors forward and use this encampment. Oh, I can barely keep the loyalty of my own city here. Let's flip to the other religion. Quick, fight back. Okay, the bombs are closing in as Hungary is closing in, but they have now moved into an area that I can ranged attack from, which is very handy for me. 1, 2, 3. Horseman's dead. That's the big unit. That's the big annoying unit. And come on, worship my own religion. It's not that hard. It's a great religion. Yeah, but just attacking the warrior over and over and over. You do that if you want. And bam. Okay, we follow my own religion. Just for a second. Just for a small smidge. Political philosophy. Oh my goodness. Finally, let's unlock a better government for ourselves. Now, I'm going to go for oligarchy. This gives my man-at-arms a little bit more strength, but I also gain a military policy slot into a wild card, so we can stick with monasticism, but I could also put in Twilight Valor, which gives me 5 combat strength for all melee attack units, but I can't heal outside my territory. That's fine. I don't mind that as a little combination. Conscription will save me a ton of gold, and urban planning just gives me the production I need to just do anything. Look at that. Already, man-at-arms is attacking with 54 strength. Perfect. Oh wow, the horseman just attacked me and did a ton of damage to itself. Amazing. So I might just take the opportunity and get that kill. Yeah, nice. Okay, the peace deal starting to increase from Hungary now, but I have no intention of ending this war anytime soon. Now, little sneaky trade route through to Vatican, because this puts a really fun road all the way through my pass, which I can then defend. Haha. Got a builder who's going to actually go and chop down these 3 woods. This just gives me more of access to Hungarian land. Got a couple of missionaries now. We're working on catapults. And my 3rd city. Finally, my 3rd city. A wonderful metropolis of Lublin. You have iron, and that's all that matters. It's literally all that matters. Quick, build me a holy site. Thank you. Geneva. More city-states we're meeting. All I need to do is find Rome. There you go. Mr. Shoulder Pads himself. Honor to meet you. Golden Age. Secured. 9 turns and we'll go into Heroic Age. Oh, Rome wants to be my friend for some reason. Sure. Who's hungry, Matt? Rome. Do you want to join in with this war? Oh, he does. Oh, yes. Rome does fancy expanding into Hungary. All right, well, this might pull some troops to the other side. Maybe. Possibly. Probably not. Well, if we're chopping out all of this forest to give me better visibility, I might as well, use it to chop out some catapults, start lining missionaries up on the border, all of this fun stuff. Hey, it worked. Well, so far, Vatican has provided a bit of a distraction, but they haven't upgraded their troops yet, still, so they haven't been particularly useful. I might have moved my man-at-arms over to go and deal with this barb camp, finally. I know Ursa dealing with barbs, but there is one thing, 215 to get a swordsman. I just quickly, yeah, I'm just going to treat myself to this like that and then kill the barb camp. Gives me another troop to use against Hungary. Bam. Stable is done. Another great general point. Let's just run an encampment training project. If there's anybody that I want, it's Boudica. Converts adjacent barbarian units to my control. It's always the one that's weirdly helpful for old Ursa. A lot of barbarian issues. A lot of games. Look at all of this Catholicism that's being dumped into this city, though. Like, compared to all of the others, how am I supposed to convert this? This isn't very polite. It does make me feel better about not using my encampment to convert, though, because they would have just totally gotten rid of that within a few turns. There you go. Barb camp defeated. Probably should have waited a couple turns, but I need them banner arms back as soon as possible. Okay, Twilight Valor's gonna go. Just take that out and put the 2 general points per turn in, and I'll leave it like that just for a second. Please, please, yes, general. I need the general. Oh, my luxuries are repaired. Amazing. That means I can sell them again to the highest bidders, which is a lot, and get a second man-at-arms, which of course now is ages away, but it's still a valuable unit. Actually, Vatican have built this wonderful road for me, so I can send it across really quickly. Good. Oh, that's helpful. That's very helpful. Medieval era. Now, I'm thinking Hungary's probably going to go into a golden age themselves, but the fact that I'm in a heroic age is perfect. Yep, golden age. So, loyalty's better. We should be able to push in really nicely now, and we get to pick 3 choices. We need to spread Crusade. Exodus. I'm going to take that over Monumentality because I need all of my faith going into Exodus. Then I'm going to go Free Inquiry, Pen, Brush, and Voice. This is just to help tech boost as quickly as possible. We are behind now. Significantly behind. 14 techs to Hungary's 18, but they have the science. It's about 4 times mine, so that'll get pushed up, and I no longer have my Dark Age policy card giving me all of the advantage that I was getting. So, what do I do? What do I do? We've got catapults coming through. We've got encampment training. I'll put in the 2 gold per turn route. At the moment, it's tiny. It's small, but at least it's some benefit to me. 10 turns to wait until Boudica. I think right now that we've got the Golden Age and we've got the army, this is probably the time to attack, although I might just upgrade at least 1 crossbow first, if I've got enough resources to do that. No, I've got to save some gold or pillage some gold. Actually, we've got mines, we've got aqueducts. Yeah, we're in. We're going in. We're going in. This is probably too early to be doing this. I haven't even got the man-at-arms back yet, but this is a pillaging mission. That's the main reason we're here now. Pillage. Use crossbows. Use siege towers. I don't normally rush machinery like this, but we are today. Just a couple of cities. A couple of cities, and we can swing this game right around to us really quickly. Speaking of, I would love it if melee units got a +5 combat bonus, and I got a new trade route. This would be very convenient timing indeed. Oh, Spain got the trade route, but there's the +5 combat strength for the swordsman, which is pretty cool. Hungary's like, whoa, 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 what's this army? What's going on here? You were supposed to be a pushover. What is this, Poland? Here's a crossbow. And everyone's going to come around. We're just going to fold around immediately whilst my missionaries try and work on this city. Might be tough, but if we can convert, we will convert. Oh, you're kidding me. You're absolutely kidding me. Just as I arrive, they buy a black army and push the combat strength of their city up by over 20. Come on now. No! Oh, what is this game? When does Black Army even come in? It's a Corsair that is unlocked at Castle, so they just have got all the way to here now. That is... Oh, can't believe that. Alright, well, until our army gets shredded, let's get the siege going as quickly as possible. Move you to there, move you to there. There's the siege. The Black Army might kill 1 or 2 of my units here, but look, the pillaging, this is the main reason we're here. To get a little bit of extra faith. That faith gives me another 5-charge missionary, which I can run in now. There are still good things. It's just a matter of whether they might just keep the army in the city in order to keep the city strength really high, which is not a bad idea, but if they do bring it out, maybe we'll have an opportunity to attack it. Oh no, they just 1 turn built the walls. Oh, lovely, 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 lovely. This is far too powerful. I can't deal this. Oh, all right, I'll just continue to try and spread. Crusade will help a lot here. Oh, Rome got the Great General as well. Rome got the Great General. Even though I was rushing it through, they must have bought it with a ton of gold or something. That's really annoying because that was a general that boosted classical units, which was the swordsman and the catapults. All right, there's a little bit of damage. Pillaging into apprenticeship. I'm just going to beeline towards trebuchets and hope the trebuchets deal with all my problems, which they might do. You never know. Trebuchets they've been known to do such things, you know? Bam, bam. Oh, it's the other Hungarian unique unit. So everyone gets extra units and Hungary includes themselves in that one. It's a replacement crossbow. Crossbow that pillages really, really well. It's got 40 strength, 4 movement points. Oh, goody. That's why the walls are hitting so hard. Okay, good to know. All right, I'm just going to keep going. Keep going. What could go wrong? 56 damage to my catapult. If it can survive one attack, it might be all right here. And that will help. That is Crusade. Now, on this city, I have plus 10 combat strength. Keep moving the units down. We're still building catapults. We're still building a great general. I guess you don't really build great generals, but you know what I mean. And, oh, actually, bam, spearman killed. Amazing. Trebuchets now, build an aqueduct. I guess I probably should do that for the tech. Can the catapult survive now that they've got Crusade? Yes, they can. Amazing. That means that we can go for crew weapons, heal, get more defense. Whilst this catapult attacks, this man-arm comes in, reestablishes the siege, crossbow comes in. See, look, we were panicking. We've just regrouped just a bit. Okay, they killed the old catapult, but to do that, they sacrificed their crossbow. I'll take that trade. And did you see how much I healed because of my Pantheon on this holy site? Yes, a lot. Walls are down. Man-at-arms, swordsman, even a warrior. Hell, we're all piling in now. We might take this city yet. Okay, they spawned another unit that just ran out and attacked something. It was a black army. That's powerful. I need to use Crusade to kill it. So actually, we might need to just hold off for a second and not take the city whilst I fight it. Just keep leveling my units up, move the swordsman around to come and deal with this. Where are you going to go? Going to attack the crossbow again? They did, but they didn't kill it, which means it gets a retribution attack and gets the kill. With a little bit more experience on the catapult, that is my first city taken from Hungary, and it's loyal. Ladies and gentlemen, it's turn 97. We only have 16 techs. I do not remember in recent memory a game that started worse, but we have one thing that we didn't have a couple of minutes ago. Hope. Blind hope. Let's go. That's a big peace deal. But no, we are now getting, I wouldn't say an advantage. An advantage is probably one step too far. We are now coming online, and scripture. That means the work ethic is going to give me another 13 production per turn. Big news. Big news. 16 production in my captured city, and in my capital of Krakow, 29. Oh, starting to get good. Okay, the army is now just about in place, and next turn we'll get the Great General. Then we will start the long march. I have my missionaries lined up. We've got all of my units lined up. The attack will start on turn 100, and we cannot let this opportunity get away from us. We really cannot. Germany is starting to settle towards me, but don't worry. Don't worry. We'll go and attack them at some point. It's just about, if we can seize this Hungarian heartland, my lord, economically, that will give me a big boost. 57 strength. This is already now a city with significant walls, medieval walls to be precise. So let's siege tower it up just to make sure we've got something for it. And here is the general. Amazing stuff. Even got a lovely campus that's starting to give me some science as well. Starting to work on a few settlers now, and I'm going to treat myself to another missionary to send over to Lublin, just so that I can get work ethic in that city. We need to expand into my land. If I can settle about 10 of my own cities and then take over Hungary's remaining 6, that will put me economically in a really good position. Or do I wait on the... I'm going to actually... This sounds ridiculous. I'm just going to continue waiting just for a few turns. 2 turns to be precise, because then I've got trebuchets, and that is very handy indeed. Krakow is so low on population though, and we haven't even got Pingala's promotions in, so early game yields 23 science, 14 culture. This is pretty poor. Like, I'm aware of how poor this is. The trebuchets have 10 more strength, and they also benefit from my great general, so that's why I'm waiting. I just think it's worth the wait here. The black army in the city, that would be why. But yeah, look, we're doing barely any damage here. Are you putting Renaissance walls up already? Those look like Renaissance walls that are going up. How are you already at that tech? Oh my lord. This is just a forever war. This will be a forever war, forever and ever and ever. We'll just take our time. We'll just grind this war out for about 7,000 years. Hungary actually has knocked Vatican City out of my hands. This is what I was slightly worried about. I'll take that back. Thank you very much. And do I want to levy them? Probably not. Not at the moment. 170 gold for a trebuchet, and we're on minus 14 per turn at the moment. Wonderful stuff. Anyone want to buy anything from me? Like, it's all going. Actually, open borders with everyone. There you go. We can afford it. Bit of gold per turn for my iron. Selling the Diplo favor as well. All right. We're just about remaining solvent. But trebuchet 1, trebuchet 2. All right. Next turn we go in. Well, now that I've unlocked trebuchets, what do we do? What's the next best move? Well, let's get irrigation sailing just to fill in a bit of a tech tree, and then we'll go for mathematics. Knights might be useful. Going through to education to unlock universities to actually give myself a bit of an economy. Actually, I might start moving the men-at-arms in now at this early stage. If we can get that kill on the Apostle, that would be handy. That would remove a lot of Catholicism. 1 man-at-arms there, 1 man-at-arms there. Move in the Great General and the Siege Tower. But most importantly, the missionaries. Okay, the man-at-arms are just being attacked by the Black Army. But here's the thing. I have a Pantheon, right? I have a Pantheon that lets me heal if I am next to holy sites. So if I could just somehow survive for another turn, which I might be able to with a Fortify, I could heal. I'm going to bring my troop away just in case. Move you to there to move my missionary in and start converting the city. It's going to take a few turns, but we can get the one true COD into this city. Yeah, I think this will be fine. This will be fine. How much damage do the trebuchets do? Oh, 50, significantly more than the catapults. All right. As long as I can keep a couple of these trebuchets going, we should be all right. Connoisseur! Hey, we're finally actually getting decent promotions for Pingala. And is it worth continuing to get the Great General points here? I think so. Let's put Natural Philosophy in there instead of a little bit of extra production. Bam, 40 science per turn. Hey, it's a small amount for turn 104, but it's something. It's something. Let's see, do we survive the attacks? I took 11 damage, but I'm between 2 holy sites, 35 health. You see, this is where the Pantheon begins to become quite handy. Move this man-at-arms to this tile, which means now we have the siege on. Bring you into here, and before we make any attacks, can we remove the religion? Not this turn. It's going to be very close. And as you can see, Lublin has a beautiful holy site. We're rocking. We're getting settlers out now. We're actually going to start making settlers in quite a few cities. At the moment, what I'm doing is I'm just building builders to send to each of my cities, which is making sure I actually fix the infrastructure here because there's a lot of damage. We've done a lot. I'm not saying it was me or war, but it was absolutely probably both of those things. Now here's the thing. I need to be a little bit careful. If this Black Army runs around, it could do some damage to the trebuchet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the trebuchet in, forcing the Black Army to come round and get into the danger zone. If they're going to attack me, they're going to have to be hit by a lot of different troops. In fact, actually, what I can do is just do a bit of damage to it there, just to disincentivize it from getting involved in my troops. And if it does, well, it's going to leave itself open to a crossbow attack, and that'll be fine. Oh, a great general. A great general makes this sort of stuff a lot easier, really, doesn't it? And okay, so they killed the crossbow. Oh, but by doing that, they have very much sacrificed their own unit there. It's like a chess move, a trade for trade. Deity knowing that it can outproduce me in terms of economy on building units. That's fine. Bam. Holy site converted, and Crusade is now on board. Are you going to respond? They're going to attack the warrior in my own land. All right, again, this is the sort of thing I don't mind. Quickly throw the walls up. Give me an opportunity to just level my units up. I guess I'll level their unit up as well, but this is fine. Trebuchet goes bam. Trebuchet goes bam. The wall is down. Do I want to do any pillage? I think I'm actually going to keep the holy site up and running because work ethic will be there immediately. Attack, take city, bam. Oh yeah, that's a good take. And loyalty-wise, we're already pretty much there. Do we go for the difficult capital of Buda now? If I can do this, I will just gut the Hungarian Empire. So I'm going to give all of my troops just one turn to heal, and I can actually afford an apostle next turn, which is cool because I might be able to just nuke the religion. That's what we're going to go for. Going to give it a try. Hey, my crippling gold problem can be solved with some cotton, which I definitely did not steal. No, not at all. Never. This was in Poland the entire time. I don't know what anyone's talking about. It's rubbish. Pingala says, give me a researcher. Small bonuses. Maybe it would have been better actually to give myself Victor or Magnus there to keep my new cities. Nah, it'll be fine. Actually, instead of military training, I'm going to treat myself to civil service as quickly as possible to unlock an alliance, because if I can get an alliance with Rome, that'll be +5 combat strength against all Hungarian units, and I like that. Oh, peace deal isn't looking so good for Hungary now. They're like, how did this happen? Religious emergency. I would actually love it if a religious emergency goes through. Yes, this means now, if I can keep my religion in this city, every time I take a city over, there is still the glitch in the game that I will get a religious bomb that will go off like an explosion every time I take a city, because what's supposed to happen is if I win this, I release a burst of pressure in nearby cities. What the game does is it applies that every time I take a city. So effectively, I become Byzantium. Yes, it's a little bit broken. Yes, I love it. No, I am not going to complain. I think now the combat's going a little bit better. I feel confident. I feel like we need to introduce some heroes into my army. Some beautiful, wonderful leaders amongst military people to push the cause of Poland forward. May I introduce the wonderful Silver, man-at-arms extraordinaire, complete, all with new shells. Sean Kelly, and valiantly killing Black Army, sent over by Hungary, the bastion that is Portland. I'll bring more troops in as we earn them, but these are all wonderful channel supporters that very much help me create the content as I do. Thank you for supporting my channel. It's much appreciated. Now, let's just try and fix everything that's, on fire? Oh, these are really good tiles. Now the fire has been put out. These are really good tiles. It doesn't appear to be any significant resistance in Buda at the moment, which is extraordinary. How has this happened? Don't complain. Just accept. Okay, this is why naming units is often a little bit risky. You name a unit Portland, it immediately gets killed. Retreat back, retreat back to the city. These Black Army units are very much just giving me painful little forays into my land. They're like raiding parties. Very successful, actually. Just about holding them back, but we don't want to be dealing with this stuff for any longer than we have to. Got silk now. Do I need economy or happiness? I'd rather be rich than happy. Did I get a good promotion on my apostle? Triple strength in other civilizations. We did. Yes. Here we go. Right. We could get debater, but I'm not going to do that for now. Let's just try. Just use this to push my units through. We're just protecting my missionaries as they spread the good word of COD, the one true COD. I will start to move my units in to Buda and start wrecking those walls. I'm not saying that I came in like a wrecking ball, but that's exactly what I plan on doing. And, ooh, I've moved a unit out this city. That's not good. The loyalty's not going to like that. So I'll keep the trebuchet back in. We've got movement with the general. Great generals make anything possible. Here we go. Actual walls. Portland, man the walls. Protect the units, please. One true COD. You know you want to follow their amazing word. Yes. Crusade. Crusade. Oh, it makes such a massive difference. It's mad. Well, hey, another settler. Right. There's a double niter spot there, which would really help me for later. Yeah, I actually think we're going to try and work this niter a little bit. Act a little wall of Polish cities to stop Germany from settling too much closer. We've got a lot of production. This is what I like about Feed the World. Once you have got it running, you don't need much population to get a very decent chunk of production going. Trebuchet 1 says, boom. Sean Kelly says, I can do better than that, and goes double boom. And then 1, 2, 3 attacks. Buda falls. Buttress is given to me. And suddenly, oh, Poland grows. What you gonna do now, eh? What you gonna do now, Hungary? Next up, Eager. Past, we're gonna just split this city off. Oh, Hanging Gardens. We've got Hanging Gardens. We've got Stonehenge. We've got Oracle. Oh, Oracle in a city with a theatre square and a campus. Oh, okay. Pingala, you've been moved to Buda. I have a new capital. Krakow. It's a nice city, don't get me wrong, but Buda will be delicious. Oh, it's even better. There's an industrial zone here as well. That's why they were getting so many engineer points. Oh, maybe we'll get Imhotep. It's unlikely, actually. France might get there first, but that's awesome. Okay, here comes the Black Army. Oh, it's funny, the Black Army. It always reminds me. It's just that time when I was a young boy and my father took me into Buda to see the marching troops. And that's as far as that reference will go. So cutting edge and relevant. Okay, Irga, in I come. Siege Tower moves in. More importantly, the Danger Apostle with the crazy strength. Bam. Oh yeah, we don't need many charges of that. My trebuchets are all going to be stood in my land temporarily whilst we fire the first few salvos because there's no crusade. But you can see, 3 trebuchets. Quite a lot of power. Just upgraded Portland to a crossbow. We've got man-at-arms from a warrior. I've actually got a decent chunk of gold coming in from all of the luxuries and strategics that I'm improving here, which is awesome. Like this cotton, for instance. Hungary definitely had, I don't want to say better land than me, but it definitely wasn't even close. They had significantly more resourced land, let's put it that way. This is my 7th city now, because I'm stealing things, but technically my 4th settle. Beautiful city of Huzzah. Now, I think the best thing we can do over here is to get a builder to improve all of this stuff, but in the meantime, let's get another holy site. Let's just keep getting holy sites. This will be a campus, so just keep improving this stuff. Yeah, I like the holy site start. Lots and lots of faith per turn. Once I get to my tier 2 government, I can start to think about getting in the Grandmaster's Chapel. Speaking of, we just need to get the government plaza full stop. That would be handy. Bam, crusade. It's in. It's available. We're ready to go. Move you to that. Move you round. So we've got Sean Kelly in my own land, but the other 2 trebuchets with crusade power. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Yes, keep pushing. And the city falls. Oh yes, that's rather lovely. Let's see how big this city below me is. It's only 2 population. All right, so this is what we got left. A 4 pop, a 2 pop, and an 8 pop. I think we take over the 8 pop first. This is the bigger target. This is the bigger prize for me. So this is where we shall run. Okay, the Black Army is running around Buddha to try and take my army on in the field. And I've picked up education. This is quite a good turn for me here. All right, Portland's has made his way to the front line. We're pulling my units around, and we can start dishing the damage. And any attack like this is just pure 3 experience to my trebuchets. As soon as we get to level 2, they become infinitely better. What was that builder for me? Oh, thank you. That's very kind. All I need is a 1 charge builder, and I can just improve everything. Spreading our religion, that was just a single missionary needed for that city. Amazing. Now, this city is properly protected by an encampment here, which I don't like the look of, but we'll deal with as best we can. I think I'm going to just take a little bit of a diversion to pick up the harbor. Now, is Mausoleum available? Mausoleum is available, and in a couple turns, we're going to have enough faith to purchase Imhotep, given how many points we're getting at the moment. I might make a little bit of a diversion here. We'll see if we can pick up Mausoleum, which is ridiculous, I know, but that would give me a couple of 3 wonders. That's a really good way of catching back up. Civil service, nice. Oh, that's handy as well. How are we on the general? Almost getting to the general too. Are you still at war with Hungary? You are. Would you like a military alliance? You would. Perfect. Germany, I'm not going to make an alliance with. I feel like my relationship with Germany may go downhill very soon. Portland, just stand on this district and, oh, decimate the unit. That was almost unfair. He did not stand a chance. Quick diversion into a monarchy. I wish to become the true king of Poland, just like Jadwiga. I've got -6 war weariness. I just noticed that. I was like, how is that city still unhappy? That seems unlikely. Maybe some olives will help. Olives always help. Well, Congress. Okay, my man-at-arms unfortunately have lost the +5 combat strength. Maybe we can get some engineering points. That'll be fun. It looks like there's a lot of copies of marble in the world. So we'll go for duplicates of marble and see if it goes through. No marble. No admirals as well. All right, we can live with that, World Congress. As soon as this encampment falls, as soon as we get these trebuchets on, I think we'll be laughing. I very rarely do this, but we're going to beeline to gunpowder. That'll get me muskets. Now I have all of this improved land. Like, I've actually got a significant amount of niter coming in per turn. 6 of it. So a musket rush is pretty cool. Here's Imhotep. Excellent. Next up is Jameson George. Don't mind about Jameson George. Oh, there's Jameson George. Hungary picked them up. Hey. Okay, Bishang will go through, which means we're going to get a Theodore. More wonders. Wow. That's actually really handy. And, oh no, you're so injured. My warrior can kill you. That is unfortunate. Oh, look, Rome. Rome actually did make it to the party. I hadn't seen them, so I just assumed they hadn't got here. But yeah, fair play. Divine right. 1 stage beyond the amazing divine left. And I now have monarchy. Means one of the military policies vanishes. As before, we have scripture, natural philosophy, strategos, diplomatic policy now. What are we going to do with that? Diplomatic league. I am running a spare envoy here, so we can make friends with, say, Geneva. Instead of defensive buildings or retainers or anything like that, I'm going to pick up colonization, because in my nation, I am actually starting to pump settlers out now behind the scenes. Who are you trading with, Hungary? Well, either way, that's an ambitious route. I'm coming to get you. And converted. I wonder what niter is worth on the market at the moment. Oh, my ally sells it for a bit. I'll wait until we have more Napoleonic wars going on. I think the value with it might start to increase with time. Oh, Potelli, that is an amazing city for me, Rome. Thank you. I will take that when loyalty flips, because then I can get a harbor and mausoleum. Ah, you're so lovely. Look at that. Rome always looking out for me. Always looking out for me. Encampment walls are gone. Right, now we push through and we siege them a 67 strength city with Renaissance walls. Oh, it's a good thing we took Hungary out when we did, because they were about to become an absolute unstoppable monster. They made me attack them. Promise. Feudalism's here, and with it, the Folvak. I need to start spamming this. Give myself a bit of housing, bit of production, bit of faith, but most importantly, I can now get +1 food for each Folvak present for trade routes. I think Buda is going to be my trade capital. We need to start now building some Sukanitsa, some commercial hubs generally. This is now a priority for me. It wasn't before, but now it is. And I'm through. Yay! I love having a religion and converting people whilst at war. Oh, it's so much fun. Spain is becoming a religious monster. Religious emergency helps massively, but yeah, we need to keep an eye on Spain. They have Iberia to themselves. It's very, very mountainous, as we know. We've played Portugal and Spain on this map before. 200 signs per turn. I mean, let's have a look. We've now overtaken Germany, which is really good. 31 techs to 23 compared to me in Spain. So yeah, falling behind just a little bit. Nothing we can't catch up with, I think. But we do need to be careful. Commercial hubs. Right, let's get these cracking. Welcome, Major TJ King Kong. You are in. You are leading the siege of this city. Roman reinforcements have arrived, but these Renaissance walls are going to make your job a little bit more difficult than before. Luckily, we also bring the thunder. Oh wow, look at this religion bomb. Oh, that was effective. It even went over here. Excellent. Yes, the one true COD. We are spreading the word. The word of greatness, and Pest's loyalty is now falling apart because of it. This is exactly what we wanted to see. Now, this armory will finish itself. That will give me a boost towards gunpowder, which of course is a 50% boost right now. An aid request. I actually will join in with that. That's on our ally. Don't mind that at all. Hey, Rome, do you want a single gold? So be it. Yes, of course. That is the most aid you're ever going to receive from me for anything. So, you know, enjoy it whilst you can. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zursa, Saph, Barnaby Rex, Sharky Bates, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Mr. Awesome, Frankincense Battlezord, Sleepy Lab, Bookaluke 79, The Nickerman, Bob Loblaw, Davalex, Geography Teacher. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!